from an international point of view in this case. We have been investing in India to create a state-of-the-art facility with products sellable all over the world. We are there already. We have been exporting from India in the past few years. The point today is that we make it a strategy, not opportunistic. Strategy, meaning that some products are designed, developed, manufactured in India for the world. This is the strategy, the strategic change. It's not that we conceive something in Europe and decide to make it in India. This is not the case. Full-fledged Indian company. Engineering, development, production. I would like to add also, as an opportunity of growth in this country, industrial automation for Indian market. Your industries are becoming more automated, so our mechatronic products, which are a significant portion of our business in Europe, very small in India at the moment, are getting ground, are getting momentum. And that will be also a good growth for Indian market for us.
Very soon. I will not be able to specify the timeline, but very soon.
On the R&D side, for the global operations, to what percent your Indian R&D work on?
I would say almost 80% of our people are working for global R&D and 20% of it for Indian needs. We are now almost 50 people. They're working both on global and local account.
Okay. And on off-highway products, can you just throw some more details going forward? Where do you see the growth coming in the off-highway, especially the JCBs and off-highway segments?
Off-highway is little wide canvas, you know that. It includes, if you look at road construction, which is doing pretty good for the moment. We are not sure how the focus is going to be in coming years, but at least next 2 years we see that there are projects in pipeline which will take the road construction in a pretty growth path. Okay, we expect 15 to 20% growth in coming years. If you look at another area where we see growth possibilities in waterways, cleaning, there is a lot of focus on sanitation, town building. We look at things like Sagarmala where ports are getting built. So we see inherent demand which is aligned with the government focus on infrastructure. So we think next 2-3 years for sure, because projects are already in pipeline, it cannot be taken out, it is already rolled out. So next 2-3 years we are very confident on the growth. And after that we'll have to wait and see. Harvesters. It is, we built this plant adjacent to our existing plant, so we are not saying it's a green. So. Yes, that's expanding our export business is one of our target for this investment. It's not new market. There are additional demand coming from existing. Yes, if you look at China, US, Europe, they are doing pretty good, and there's demand coming up. So we are trying to serve them. I would say around 70-75% of parts are manufactured here or sourced locally. There are critical parts like bearings, electric motors, hydraulic motors. Those things are imported from port sources. 70% local. It depends on different products. Some of the products it goes up to 80-90, and some of the products is dropped down to 60%.
What's your total exports value, sir?
Excuse me?
What's your
Pune plant is assembly plant. And not at the moment, but it's one of her demand.
I think it will be a consideration for the future. But for the time being, the plant is assembling to support the northwestern region of India, being closer to the customers. think the advantage with respect to more traditional countries like Europe is here we have access to a lot of competence, especially engineering competence, which are largely available in India. And the fact that we start this process rolling, I see that we are able to attract a lot of young engineers. I mean, you graduate more engineers in India in 1 year than in Italy probably in 50 years, okay? We are an attractive company now, so we can generate with young, good, motivated engineers a lot of strength. And this is a very important driving force. The world, the center of gravity of the world is shifting, and we see that, and we want to be there.
May I add one thing to his question? I think you have pointed a key point. In the world, there is one strategic point that companies, but even more countries, has to control, that are competencies. So all the world will face in the next 10 years, even less, the digital transformation. And to do that, you need engineers, you need competence. This is something that I honestly think could give to India great advantage, because of the competence that has been created here. I remember when we had here in India the challenge of electronic and informatic system. India became a pillar of this transformation. Now we have this new challenge that will change the dimension of the market, the way to live of everyone, every sector. So we think India, for the group, is a great opportunity also for future, for these digital competencies. It is something that is not yet clear. No one has yet the final solution, the final answer. But no doubt that when you have every year millions of engineers, competent guys, willing to challenge itself to new strategy, to new challenge, it's a great opportunity for this country, and I honestly think it will be a great opportunity for our company to be bigger and have a strong pillar here in India. Also for this new digital adventures that we don't have yet an answer, we are working a lot on that. We are investing a lot. No one has the final answer, but we want to be present in this. Sure. We are investing a lot on IoT today. We are investing on IoT, we are starting to invest on machine learning. We have invested on machine learning with the first prototype. We are starting the first pilot of IoT applied to some specific sector. One of this is wind. So this is why for us India is important, not only for the business that is clear, it's even more important for the business and the future that is not yet clear. So when you have not yet a clear future, it's important to move. I honestly think that instead of wait to have a clear picture, it's better to move and correct the path, but you are in advantage.
All this is leading to growth without jobs. So is that a matter of your concern?
No, absolutely. This is a mistake. It's not a point to have a lack of jobs. It's a lack of job with no competence. But our aim is to support our workers, employees, engineers to grow their competence. So we will have in the world a lot of requests of competent people, not only engineers, because the work will not be done only by engineers. There must be workers with good competence, but what's the key point? India is a younger country. Everyone is using mobile. So when we use the mobile for personal use, why don't we use a smartphone for work? So we don't have to shift our brain. We are the same persons that are very smart to use a mobile phone when we buy something on e-commerce, when we buy our next flight. So why don't we use that? So Indian people are the smart people that can play a key role in this new challenge.
To answer to your question, it is 70-30.
70 domestic, right? So 50-50 somewhere. What are the new director bring on board?
You're asking me the question or the company?
From your side, then maybe they have a conflict.
Okay, so I think before I talk about what I'm bringing on board, I really want to talk about my impression of the company. When I first heard of BONFIGLIOLI about 6 months ago, with this offer to join the board, I found it quite remarkable that 25 years ago, the company had the vision to make a major investment in India and really get committed to India in a very big way. And then after talking to Sonia and Mr. Foster, I realized that we are really serious about the business in India. Whatever we hear today is something which is coming out after years and years of effort. So I think if I look at the fact that India is already the second largest business from a domestic turnover standpoint, clearly there is a lot of interest and commitment to the company from the global principal, and you can see that today, in fact, the leaders from the other countries were taken to see the plant with spaces earmarked for new equipment to come, which will largely be to service their markets. So I think the company was very open to say that this capacity has been created, and obviously if such a capacity has been created, it is fully with the involvement of the principal company. So I think there is a very strong vision. So that's really what I find quite remarkable in BONFIGLIOLI, and I was quite attractive. So my role is a non-executive independent role, clearly board to give strategic direction, to mentor the top management of the company, and in future when decisions come about where to invest in India, which locations, probably I will be able to add some value. And over time, as the company becomes larger and larger in industry forums and government related activities, I believe I should be able to add some value. Can I answer that? Not really, because if you look at, yes, the last 10 years I have been in auto, but before that I have spent 18-20 years with Philips, 8 years with Castrol, and really, when you have the strategic or general management type of experience, the specific industry is not that important, but I think BONFIGLIOLI was very clear that they needed somebody with an industrial company background, as opposed to a services company. Somebody who has overseen plant and manufacturing and engineering of the type which is going on here. So there is no plan to get into auto. I think there are enough players there. And as you heard from Mr. Kennedy, there is a lot of opportunity in the areas that they want to participate in already, including export.
I would like to add that we have learned in this more than 60 years, starting from my father, that it's sufficient to do what you know in a good way, instead of so now with the challenge of start here also this new bigger plant, start to service bigger market, the digital challenge. We have sufficient quantities of challenge to face. So we don't want to change our structure, our culture, because it's important to be a reliable partner. And as policy, also when we had in the past some customer that invited us to buy a share, we always refused. We prefer to be for our customer a loyal, serious, expert partner. We don't want to enter in a sector where we can become today competitors of customers that today we have. So we prefer to work as better as we can and improve, increase our sector, but remaining in the core business where we are strong.
Tamil Nadu government is planning the global investor meet next year, because they are going to found this as part of their strike arena. And what's been your experience with the Tamil Nadu government? So they keep talking about ease of doing, we find investments going outside the state.
Our experience overall has been good. fact that we started here 20 years ago, we're still here, means in Tamil Nadu we found our home place, so we've been comfortable. I'm not Indian, but I spent a lot of time in this country to appreciate also the difference in different states. And of course, you know, Tamil Nadu got its own path to development, which is different from Maharashtra or Gujarat or whatever. But for us, it has always been a good place, good character of people, good relationship with the local institution. So we, as an investor, did not have any particular reason to complain about the location in Tamil Nadu. Again, as I say, we started 20 years ago here, we're still here, therefore we are investing, we are continuing to invest. We're making also investment in Pune, of course, but because it is a big place, and going to Pune from here by truck is like a week. So we want to be nearer to the customers. It's a different story, but it doesn't have any political meaning in this sense. I don't know if Kennedy, who is Indian, may add something, but... Thank you, everyone.